everyone, welcome to Mystic Soul Tarot. My name is Jess, and today we have a very interesting pick a card. So this pick a card is what is their favorite thing about me. So maybe you've recently started talking to someone, or you feel a connection with somebody and you're just wanting a little bit more insight on why they feel so connected to you, why they feel so attracted to you. So hopefully this reading can go ahead and do that and give you some insight on that situation. So we have 3 piles today. So pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I have some stones for you guys as well. So pile number 1 is amethyst. Pile number 2 is turquoise. And pile number 3 is green fluorite. All right, my lovely people. So if you want to go ahead and pause the video and really take your time to pick a pile, don't necessarily go with the shape or the color of the stone. Just go to whatever pile you feel most drawn to. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, then I would definitely go ahead and pick 1 or 2. I do not recommend picking all 3. Just because at that point it's kind of hard to get a specific message. But yeah, if you feel drawn to more than one, then definitely go ahead and go with what your intuition is telling you. I also want to apologize for any background noise you guys may hear today. We are all home at the moment. There was a hurricane that passed through here. We live in the south, so we currently have no power, so that's always fun. And there's a lot of generators going on in the neighborhood, so you might hear that in the background as well. So sorry about the extra noise, but I hope it's not too bad, and thank you so much for being patient with me. So yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and pause the video now and pick a pile, and we will get right into it. Hi, pile number 1. So if you chose the amethyst, then this reading is for you. All right, so let's see what the person you're thinking about, what their favorite thing about you is. All right, so the first card you got was the card of gift, forgiveness, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Wands, trust, and it is safe for you to love. All right, let me just see if everything is in frame real quick. All right, awesome. Okay, so pile number 1. So already I can tell you that the person you're thinking about really likes you. And something they really value about you is that they feel like you're a very generous person. Maybe they feel like you're really good with kids. We see that she's like offering a gift to this little girl, offering a crown made of starfish. So maybe you're someone who's a water sign, maybe you're an empath, whatever the case may be. This person feels like you're someone who's very generous, very loving, just someone who's not stingy, someone who shares their gifts, shares, their whatever abundance they have in their life. They feel like you're someone who shares what they have with others, and they're very drawn to that. They see that you're someone very generous and very loving. So that's great energy here. And then with the card of forgiveness, they're also seeing that you're someone who doesn't hold on to, past mistakes, who doesn't really, who's not very hard on other people. They see that you're someone who has a lot of love in their heart, someone who gives a lot of people second chances, someone who is just not very hard on others, who understands, that we're all human, understands that, people make mistakes, people can change. And they love that you're willing to give people second chances. That's not saying that you let people walk all over you, or that, you allow toxic people to stay in your life. Nothing like that. It's more like you realize that we're all human, we all make mistakes, and you're not, so hard on other people. You allow people the chance to grow, to prove that they've changed, and this person really likes that about you. They really like that you're so generous and also so forgiving, not just with other people, but with yourself. They really like that you give yourself the patience and the opportunity to grow. So that's something they find very attractive about you. Now for your tarot cards, it was very interesting. You got 3 character cards. Usually, you'll have like 1 or 2 character cards, but you got 3 character cards here. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Wands. So I can see that you're someone who has very strong personality traits. So with the Queen of Pentacles, what that's telling me is that this person thinks that you're someone very practical, very dependable. If you're, a female, they see you as someone who has the potential to be the mother of their children, be it whatever gender or whatever sexual orientation is here. This is just the energy present. It's not any specific gender. So even if you're male, this is just showing that they see you as someone that they can start a family with. They see you as someone who is very nurturing, very practical, protects the people that they love. So yeah, they see you as someone who they can start a family with, someone who is going to be there for them no matter what, and someone that they definitely can depend on. And then over here with the Queen of Swords, so you're someone who is very good at communicating, someone who has a lot of innovative ideas, someone who is kind of like detail oriented, and they also really like that about you. They like that you know what you want, you say the things you need to say, you kind of don't beat around the bush, you get to the point, and that you're honest with your feelings and with your thoughts. And they really admire that because they don't have to, constantly second guess, what are they thinking? What are they not telling me? You're someone who speaks your mind. You're someone who people can depend on, and they know that when they're coming to you, they're coming to someone who gives really good advice, someone who is going to have their best interest in mind, and someone who's going to speak their mind. And then over here with the King of Wands, like I said, this is just the energy present. And also we're seeing 3 different elements represented here. So you're someone who's also very versatile, someone with a lot of talents, someone who gets along with a lot of people and, has a lot to offer people. So with the King of Wands card here, they see you as someone who is very dynamic, very passionate, very kind of self-starting. So they see you as someone who has a ton of creative ideas. They see you as someone who's very creative as well. That's why I'm saying, like, you're someone who's very multifaceted, because a lot of these different court cards came up. So, you're not just good at one thing. You're someone who's good at a lot of things. And this person really, really likes that about you. And the fact that you're so willing to share, your gifts and your talents and your ideas with so many people, they absolutely love that about you. So yeah, the King of Wands, creativity, someone who's, even has their own business. So whatever the case may be, this person thinks that you're kind of like a jack of all trades, that there's a lot you have to offer, and you are a wonderful, wonderful person in their life. So with the card over here of trust, so they love that they can trust you, and they love that you feel like you can trust them. So right here it says this situation is calling for you to have faith. So if you've had any doubts about how this person feels about you, or if you've had any doubts about where this relationship is going, with the Queen of Pentacles and with this card over here saying it is safe for you to love, please don't doubt this relationship. Please don't doubt the connection that this person has to you, because they admire you a lot and they have a lot of love for you. So yeah, they absolutely are thrilled that they can trust you. They know that they can depend on you. They know that you trust them. You know, it's not a dynamic between y'all two where you don't trust this person or this person feels like they can't trust you, because once again we have the Queen of Swords here. So this is a lot of open communication. So whatever problems, you know, you two end up having, or whatever arguments y'all have, you talk things out. And I see a lot of maturity here with these King and Queen cards too. So you're someone who's mature, handles these, you know, certain situations in a very mature way. And this person really likes that. This person likes that it's not, you know, games with you, that it's something serious, that it's something that they can count on, and they're not constantly having to wonder what's going through your mind or how you feel about them. So there's a lot of mutual trust here. And then over here, this card says, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So like I said, if you've been having, you know, questions about this relationship, wondering where it's going, how this person feels about you, this person really, really likes you, knows that you're someone that they can trust, someone that they can depend on, someone they want to build a foundation with, someone they want to start a family with. So please don't have any doubts about this union here, because like this card says, it is safe for you to love. And there is a lot of qualities, a lot of amazing qualities that this person really admires about you and really, really adores and appreciates about you. So this is a wonderful union here, pile number one. I wish you guys all the best. I hope this reading provided some insight for y'all. And yeah, if it resonated with you, please go ahead and leave me a comment. I would love to read it. Thank you so much for watching. Hi, pile number two. So if you chose the turquoise, then this reading is for you. All right, let's see what the person you have in mind, what their favorite thing about you is. All right, so we have the card of treasure, gift. This card also came up for pile number one in case you were kind of conflicted between the two. I would also consider checking that pile out. So the Eight of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Unrequited Love, or Unrequited Love. I very rarely have to pronounce this word, and I should have looked it up how to pronounce it. And then we also have religious factors here. Let me just make sure everything is in frame and looking good. Let me adjust the camera just a little bit. All right. Okay, pile number two. So the first card that came up for you was the card of treasure. So this person really values you. This person probably wasn't even expecting to meet you, wasn't expecting to have a connection with you, but it's sort of like they discovered you, like they just came upon you, and they were not expecting to feel the way they do about you. So here you see there's like a palm extended with another shell. So to me, it's like the person finding you, and you're all of this here going on, and that they're offering something that, because they feel like you guys mesh really well together. So that's my interpretation of this card, that this person was not expecting to meet you, was not expecting to find you, have as strong of a connection as they did with you. But now that they have, they feel like they have a lot of their qualities complement your qualities and vice versa. So they feel like this is a strong union, and they're just kind of like, you're kind of like this shiny, you know, I would say that it's kind of like you're this shiny treasure to them that they didn't expect at all, and when they found you, they're just like, they feel so grateful to know you now, and they feel so lucky to have you in their lives now. And then with the card of gift, so this really ties in with the treasure card too. So this person feels like you're very generous, like you're just a gift, you know, in their lives, in their current dynamic that they're in. They just feel like you kind of came out of nowhere, this lovely, lovely surprise, and they are loving it. They feel like you're someone very generous, someone that they can have fun with, someone that they can, you know, confide in. So this person really, really values you and admires you, and they're feeling very, very blessed to have you in their lives. So here we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this person thinks that you are creative and that you're able to kind of implement your ideas into your business, whether you have a business, whether you're thinking of starting one. This person just feels like you're very, you know, just very capable and very handy when it comes to their talents. So if you're an artist, a musician, whatever it is that you're currently pursuing or whatever goals you have, this person is very attracted to how you come up with your ideas, the plans you have for yourself. They just see you as someone who's very creative and someone who has a lot going on for them, you know, has a lot of potential, has a lot of motivation and drive to achieve their goals and really follow their passions. So they're very drawn to that about you, that you know, that you're someone who knows what they want and also is not afraid to go after it and, you know, really work hard for what they want to achieve, especially if it's in a creative field. So they see you as someone very creative. And then here with the Three of Swords, I'm gonna actually talk about these two cards together, the Three of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So this person knows that, you know, maybe you guys have had long talks about this, but this person knows that you have had relationships in the past that have not ended well. They know that you're someone who, even though they've been hurt before, they don't hold on to all that baggage and all that, you know, kind of hurt and pain from the past. You're someone who has learned from your mistakes, you know, learned what qualities are kind of deal breakers for you. So this person sees that you are mature. This person sees that even though there's been heartache in your past, you're not holding on to that in a negative way. Obviously, whatever happened, you learned from it and you moved on. So this person sees that, you know, you're someone who picks themselves up and gets back on the horse, you know, learns from mistakes made in the past, learns from red flags seen in the past, but you don't hold on to that in a negative way. You just learn from it and moved forward. So the Wheel of Fortune here tells us that too, that you're able to recognize when something in your life is over, when something in your life has ended and is no longer contributing to your happiness, contributing to your growth, be it personal, spiritual, you know, whatever way you want to look at it. So this person knows that you're not someone who plays around with their feelings. You're not someone who takes relationships lightly. You're not someone who kind of focuses on the negative. You take these opportunities as exactly that, opportunities to learn, grow, and move forward. You can accept change. And this person really, really admires that you're someone who accepts change so gracefully. So the Wheel of Fortune, that's one cycle ending and a new one starting. So they really, really like that you're able to tell when something in your life is over. You don't hang on to the past in a negative way, and you accept change gracefully. And that they find that really attractive about you. So this card right here, Unrequited Love, I don't want you guys to dwell on these two cards that came up. This is not a reading to see where your relationship is going. It's not a reading to see if there's a future here. This is just a reading to see what they like about you the most, what's their favorite thing about you. So the fact that these two cards came up, pile number 2, please do not focus on that because, like I said, it's not a reading to determine where your relationship is going and if you should continue to invest time. There's a lot of other videos about that that you can watch. I also am planning to make a new video soon about where is my relationship heading. But this, this is just what is their favorite thing about you. So over here, Unrequited Love, I feel like it really goes with these two cards. So like I said, once you know that something is over, be it a relationship, be it certain stage in your life, like a job or just a friendship, once you realize that something is done in your life, that a certain person or a certain situation is no longer benefiting you, it's not that you're quick to cut people off, it's that you know when things are done and you know how to gracefully, end things and end situations that are not benefiting you at all. So with the card of Unrequited Love, it really goes with this Three of Swords for me. I feel like this person just really admires that certain relationships you've had in the past that you knew either you were being treated unjustly, or if that relationship just wasn't heading in a direction that you wanted it to head in, and you were able to be honest with that about yourself. You weren't clinging to something that you knew was over and you knew had no future. And they really admire that. They really love that you're able to have, that maturity and that just conviction in your life where you know when something is over, and you don't hang on to it and try to make it work if you know that it's not meant to be. So yeah, that's what this card to me means, especially with the Three of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, is change is coming, a cycle ending, a chapter in your life ending, and you don't hold on to that. You don't sink your, claws, metaphorically, into this sinking situation. You come out on top, you're very mature about it, and they really admire that. So with the religious factor, it says here your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So maybe you're someone who's very into their spirituality. You're someone who has religion and kind of like your morals, your ethics. You're someone who has that very clearly defined for them. So this person really admires that, really appreciates the fact that you respect, your spirituality and your religion and you hold it so dear to you. So they are very much attracted to the fact that you're so true to yourself and your beliefs, that you have a very, very high conviction and a very high idea about who you are as a person, and you don't waver from that. You're someone who is very, very true to yourself, very true to your goals, very true to the plans you have, and you're gonna work towards them. You're not gonna hold on to the past, and they just feel like you are this unexpected, lovely, lovely surprise in their life. And a lot of the traits they want and they want to grow in themselves, they see in you. And they're just hoping to get on your level. This is honestly what I'm seeing here, that you're someone who's very mature and someone who's able to discern when something is no longer benefiting them and then move on from that in a very, very graceful way. All right, pile number 2. So this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please consider giving this video a like, sharing it, and subscribing to my channel. I have a lot of videos like this coming up. I'm sorry that this reading was kind of short, but I'm going to have a lot more readings coming soon. So please leave me a comment if it resonated with you, and thank you so much for watching. Hi, pile number 3. So if you chose the green fluorite, then this reading is for you. Let's see what the person that you're thinking about, what their favorite thing about you is. All right, so you got the card of mantra, authenticity. For your tarot cards, you got the 5 of Swords, the Hanged One in reverse, 4 of Pentacles, card of Trust, and Release Your Ex. All right, let me just make sure everything is in frame real quick. All right, pile number 3. So for your first card, sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied right now. So for your first card, you got the card of mantra. So this person knows how badly you want something. So this person is very, very partial to how hard you work for the goals that you set for yourself and that you're trying to work towards. So here it's saying, I am powerful, I am loved, I am safe, I am seen, I am smart, and I am free. So the fact that this card came up for you is telling me that this person really admires how much you believe in yourself. This person really loves that you're so sure of yourself, and you're just so believing in your abilities and in your goals and accomplishments that you set for yourself. So this person really loves how hard you strive to reach that which you look forward to so much. So they really, really admire your confidence. They love how hard you work for what you want, and they love to see that in you. It's something that really, really catches their attention. And then here we have the card of authenticity. So this is very self-explanatory. They love how true to yourself you are. They love that you don't try to impress anybody, except for yourself. They really admire that you're not caught up in what people think about you, what people say about you, because like the phrase goes, what other people think about you is none of your business. And they love that that's like your way of life. They love that you're not bothered by what people say. You're so true to yourself. And that's probably something they want to work more towards themselves. So the fact that they see it in you, they really love that they have somebody who can be, a role model for them in that aspect. And they really, really just appreciate that you're someone who's so true to themselves, is true to their beliefs, to their way of being, to their passions. Just you're you in every way possible, and they absolutely love that. And then over here we have the 5 of Swords. So the fact that the card of authenticity came up, this is telling me that while you're someone who works very hard for what they want to achieve, that you're not someone who's going to go behind people's backs. You're not someone who's going to cheat to get what you want. You're someone who's very by the book, someone who knows what it takes to get what they want. And if it's something that they don't agree with, they're not going to do it. You're someone who's going to try very hard to reach your goals, but you're not going to step over other people in order to do that. And this person sees that. This person recognizes how hard you work, but how you don't take advantage of people. You don't walk all over people. You strive hard for what you want, and you're gonna get there in your own way. Even if it takes a little bit longer, you're someone who's has very strong opinions about what they want to achieve for themselves and how they want to get there. So whatever it is that you're trying so hard to accomplish, they know that you're not going to step over anybody to get there. And they love that you're someone who is so grounded in their beliefs, so grounded in what they want and what makes them happy. And that you're someone who's also so fair about it as well. So with the card of the Hanged One in reverse, this is telling me that if you see up here around her head, it's like lit up. So like I said before, you know what you want. You have this mental clarity. You have the ideas. You know what you need to do to, implement your ideas and get whatever you're working towards off the ground. And maybe it's already off the ground and you're just wanting to perfect it, make it more your own. Whatever the case may be, this person sees that you have this great perspective on your life. They see that you're someone who is, even though, this Hanged One card, she's hanging by one foot, you're someone who has both feet firmly on the ground. You know, you're someone who has this very unique perspective of life that really goes with this authenticity card too. So they see that you have these unique ideas, you have this unique perspective on life, and that you're so fair and willing to work so hard to get there that they can't help but love that about you. They can't help but admire how strong you are and how creative and these wonderful ideas and wonderful perspectives that you have. They just see you as someone who's very unique, someone very, very true to yourself. So over here with the Four of Pentacles, this really goes with the mantra and the kind of like Five of Swords card. So you're working hard towards something. You have a goal in mind, be it career, be it you know, just a personal goal, whatever it may be. You're working hard towards something, and this person sees that. This person sees that you are trying very hard. It's most likely dealing with something financial and career related, not for all of y'all, because this is a very general reading. It's not gonna 100% be about work for 100% of the people. But the fact that this card came up tells me that a lot of y'all are working towards a financial goal. So this person sees that. They see that you're very in tune with your finances. You're someone who maybe budgets really well, is very good at saving money. They see that you're disciplined. They see that you are gonna, you know, do whatever it takes to get where you're going, as long as it's, you know, fitting with your perspective and fitting with your sense of what's right and wrong. So they just see that you're someone who has a really good control over their goals, very good control over their finances. They see that you're putting in the work, and they really, really admire that you're working so hard and doing so much to make your goals a reality. So they just love your drive. They just love your inner fire. And then here we have the card of trust. So they really like that they can trust you and that you can trust them. They really, and this goes with this card too. So like I'm saying, you're someone who's very trustworthy, and had the Five of Swords come up with any other cards around it, you know, it could have been like a warning to, you know, of deceit, that you may be doing things you're not supposed to do, even if you feel like it's a situation kind of like the ends justify the means type. But it's not like that at all, because we have so many other cards here. We have the Hanged One in reverse, we have the card of authenticity, and then we have the card of trust here. So that's why this is telling me that even though you're working super hard, you're not going to budge on your ethics and your morals and your convictions in order to attain what you want to attain. So this person just sees that you are someone that others can depend on. They see that you're someone very trustworthy and someone that they can definitely confide in, and someone who's going to be honest with them. Someone who is going to not put on any masks, not lie about you know, their life, not lie about who they are. You're a very transparent and authentic person, and they know that they can trust you, and that's one of their favorite things about you. And then over here we have the Release Your Ex card. So the fact that this reading is a what is their favorite thing about you and not a what should you do type reading, you know, I'm gonna have some like that coming, but this reading is what is their favorite thing about you. So Release Your Ex came up. So this just tells me that this person knows you're not playing any games. You know, you're not going behind their back. You're not being deceitful. You're not being, you're not lying about where you go, who you're talking to. You're very transparent, and this person really appreciates that they don't have to wonder constantly. You know, they don't have to think about whether you're still caught up with your last relationship or not. You've been very honest with this person so far, and they absolutely adore that they can trust you and that you're very honest with them, and let them know like, hey, this happened, I was with this person, we did this, you know, this is how the relationship ended, this is what went wrong, this is what went right. you know, whatever the case may be, you're someone who's very honest, and you know, you've gotten over your relationships in the past, but you know, you don't hide anything. You don't try to cover it up. Even if something was your fault, maybe a relationship ended because it was your fault, you don't lie about that. You know, you're like, hey, this is what I did wrong in this relationship and it ruined it, or whatever the case may be. They really appreciate that you can be so honest with them, and they really appreciate that you're not holding on to these people from your past, but that you're also able to be honest about it and be transparent about what didn't work. And you're just very, you know what you want, you know how to communicate clearly what you want, and they absolutely love that. All right, pile number 3. So this has been your reading. I hope this gave you some insight. I hope it resonated with you. If it didn't, please consider choosing one of the other piles, especially if another stone called out to you. But if it did resonate, please consider giving this video a like, sharing and subscribing it, and also leaving me a message down below. I would absolutely love to read it. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.